Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, my name is Satya. I'm a photographer and a filmmaker, and I make videos about photography, filmmaking, and everything in between right here on YouTube. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you know that one of the types of photography that I've been wanting to do more of is to be able to take photos of people. Now, one side of that is taking portraits of people in my life, and the other side of it is be able to work with models. The last few months, I've had many opportunities to take photos of people in my life, and I've taken a lot of those opportunities, and I feel like I'm a better photographer because of it. And I've discovered this love of taking photos of people in my life. On the other side, being able to work with models, I haven't really had much luck. I know that when you're starting out on anything new, things usually feel overwhelming. And definitely for me, when I wanted to kind of work with models, like the logistics of it definitely overwhelmed me and sometimes demotivated me. So I'm hoping that this video will help to simplify a couple of those things at least, and help you be on your way to be able to work with models. So let's go. There's no right answer for this question. I definitely tried a bunch of different ways: Instagram stories, friends, models that some of the photographers that I followed worked with, modeling agencies to see if they can set me up with a model that needs portfolio images for a TFP shoot. I didn't have a lot of luck in any of those things. And then I came across some websites that are run by some of these agencies like Model Management, Star Now, and Contact, to name a few, where you can post casting calls for TFP shoots. Previously, this would be going through agencies, but now, given that there's a platform, it simplifies that process a lot. And that's what I did. I created a couple of casting calls on Model Management and on Star Now. It doesn't have to be elaborate, just be clear that this is in fact a TFP shoot. I mean, if you're a photographer that have not worked with models, you probably don't have any photos to show in terms of your past work. So what you can do is say, hey, I'm new and I'm hoping to kind of expand my portfolio, and I'm really interested in these kinds of shoots, like whether it's editorial, whether it's fashion, whether it's natural light, or whether it's conceptual, whatever it is. Talk about it, tell them what you're interested in, and I'm sure you've seen photos online, Instagram, Pinterest, that inspired you to do this, right? So feel free to share those images and say, hey, these are some of the types of images that I'm looking to create. Give them as much information as possible. Also, do let them know how many images they would get in return. And off you go. There's your casting call. And then once you've posted your casting call, it's kind of a waiting game for models to apply. By this time, you probably have an idea on what you want to shoot, right? So then create a mood board. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. For my last couple of shoots, like one of them, the idea came about because I was looking through the model's portfolio, and one of the wardrobe selections in her portfolio was of interest to me, so I communicated that with her, and I was trying to think about locations that would fit this look. And I found a location. In this case, it was the Barbican estate here in London. I went on Instagram and Pinterest, found some images that kind of spoke to me in terms of how I was feeling about this shoot in terms of colors, and I was shooting film, so I was going for that look, in terms of location as well. So I picked out a bunch of photos that felt relevant to what I wanted to make during the shoot, and I put that in the mood board, and I sent it off to the model. And from then on, it's more of a collaboration effort where you're talking to each other, figuring out what works, what doesn't, and fixing a day to shoot, and then go ahead and make it happen. On the yellow line, perfect. Yeah. Those are the two things that I did differently compared to what I was doing before. Posting these casting calls and trying to think about what I wanted to shoot and creating a visual reference that I can share with the model, so we're off to a better start when it comes to shooting on the day, instead of winging it, which for some people it might work really well. But usually when you're doing something new, when you're starting out, it's better to be prepared and to have some form of reference on where you're going rather than winging it, especially when there are other people and their time is involved. So yeah, those are the couple of things that I thought would be helpful for people that are wanting to work with models and not really sure how to go about it. I hope you found it useful. I want to thank Rena. Thank you so much for doing this. And I also would like to thank Raya, who was a great help. She shot all the BTS videos for this, and she also helped calm my nerves because I was really nervous just before the shoot. And it really helps to have somebody to support you when you're doing something new and exciting. So yeah. And a special thanks to Vince.
Yo, what up? What's going on, guys?
Whose work inspired me to work with models, and for giving me insights and tips on working with models when I needed it. That's it for this week. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.